years ago, just God really started doing some serious work in me. He brought me to faith in Him through vintage in the weirdest kind of ways possible. Once that happened, I immediately felt the transformation of what Jesus has done in my life. And immediately my next thought was to make sure that my family knew the same thing and had the same thing that I had. And that's what Jesus was, And immediately through just the transformation in myself, I started praying for y'all as individuals and as a family. And not only for y'all, but I prayed for Him to bring me a lovely wife to help me deal with the whole thing of praying for y'all. And He brought Sarah into the family. When we was planning for the wedding, our number one thing was that I want my family to be saved. I remember the night of the wedding, and sister over here was there, and we was dancing together, and she's like, I got something to say. I'm like, about what? And she didn't know. I said, but talking about what? And it was just like, I want Jesus. I want Jesus. And that was like one of the best feelings in my life, of just knowing that Jesus had reached at least one of my family members. And then a month later, you right there in vintage, you just gave your life to Christ, and we knew it, and it was just such a beautiful thing.
It didn't really hit me until the wedding, when I just started bawling my eyes out, watching you walk down the aisle of all people, and I realized how true and honest God is, and all the great things He can do for anybody. As long as you just believe in Him and trust in Him, He'll change your life forever. I felt like this huge weight was lifted off my shoulders instantly. It was like, all right, I got you. Just go on and pray and give everything you have to me. If you're not sure, just give it to me, and I'm here for you.
And then we was at the gathering, the United Gathering, and this was about a month after you was saved. We were sitting down there, and we had our eyes closed, and Rob said, who wants Jesus in their life? And my hand just flung up, and I was like, oh God, I'm ready. I just been saved. And I told Jaylen, and she goes, no, Mama. I said, Jaylen, I have been saved. Jesus took my hand, and He just slung it up in the air, and it didn't want to come back down. I said, yes, I was saved, and that was the best thing ever, because I didn't know how much love He had for me until that day. And then after that, it's just everything just came together. I knew Jesus was here with us, and He is our protector.
Yes. You remember that night that we came to prayer service over here?
Yes, I do.
And they asked us to write down what
was
bothering us, and we needed to just put it at the feet of Jesus, and that everybody was going to pray for us.
Yes, I remember that.
Remember what we put
and we
in
both
there?
put to take care of Daddy, to make him see that Jesus needed to save him, that he needed to be saved. And then the next day, he calls me from Alabama saying, my back went out on me, or something's happening with me. I need you to come get me. And then, bang, we end up in the hospital. I think that was the work of God saying, okay, y'all gave me Jeff, I'm taking him. I'm taking control of him.
And I'm really going to show him that he needs me.
Yeah, going from not having no feelings in your legs and your midsection and your feet and all to where we're at now. Without the help of Jesus, I don't think we'd have been there.
And right before that second back surgery, you came to me and you said, call Jim or Pastor Rob. We need to talk to him. And we had gotten Jim to come in, and he asked you if you was ready to give yourself to God, and You did that
And he
night.
sat down and he prayed with us. And that's when we had the second back surgery. And
And everything started coming back
starting
together.
to come back together now. It's going to get better every day. It's like somebody's behind me giving me that extra boost. And that God person is God. You can make all the plans you want in the world, but at any given time it can be taken away from you. And I thank Him
What a
for
blessing.
getting us through these times. And for saving me.
So right before the wedding, you know, when Joshua and I sat down and we were like, you know, this is really what we want to focus on for this wedding. We really want people to come and get saved. And, you know, one of the things that I kind of dealt with was just a little bit of doubt. Like, I know Josh's family, and gosh, God, you'd have to really do some miracle to get them all saved. And it was sad on my part that I was doubting God and His greatness and
right.
everything that He could possibly do. So now seeing the story play out and seeing how, you know, one by one, Christ has just done these big, huge things in your lives, it makes me so excited for what's going to be happening in the future.
We still have another son, and we want to pray that he gets saved like us. And we have, you know, a lot more family, you know, that they all, you know, one way or another we could get them saved too. You know, with Jesus' help, I think we could do it if we could, you know, continue to pray.
He's number one.
He's
When
absolutely number
we
one.
put our heart and soul into prayer, and truly pray for miracles to happen. You know, he's outshined everything in this world because of that.
And even in our doubts, He's still going to
He
shine.
still shines.
3 years ago, if somebody had sat there and said, if you accept Christ on this day, that I could promise your whole family in due time would be saved and living for Christ, I'd have sat there and cried right in front of them. Because now what I know and what I've seen and seeing just Jesus poured out all over our family,
Yeah,
it just makes me, what can I say, emotional.
I know.
Yeah.
Knowing
I know how you feel.
the power that He holds, that our family is stronger because of Christ.
Yes, it is.
And that is just amazing praise for Him and what He's done in His family.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Joan.
I'm Joshua,
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jalen.
We are the Arceneuax.
and we are part of God's story.